All right. Is it a terrible intro to say I have very low expectations for a Star Wars haul? What's up, everybody? My name's Aaron. I am the Brick Scavenger, and that's kind of where I'm at. This is advertised as a pound of Star Wars, although I must confess, I think people are getting worse and worse at math because people are advertising things as a pound, and I don't know. But I got this for only $263. So considering Star Wars has been going kind of usually closer to $500 a pound, I'd be a little surprised if this has anything good on it and the Star Wars community let it go for $263. But it's a treasure hunt after all, right? Maybe we'll find something good. We're gonna look because it is hard to find Star Wars hauls, that's for sure. I don't think I have the scale here, so I don't know if it's a pound. But $263, our goal is to double our money, which is usually very, very hard to do with $500 a pound Star Wars hauls. So I don't usually get them, but here we are. Let's see if we can find some good stuff, shall we? Lots of helmets. Amazing how fast helmets will add up. I sell the standard clone helmet dozens of times every 6 months on Bricklink and get $4 a piece for them. These are probably closer to $5, these clone helmets. So, you know, like if I paid less than $3 a fig for this, again, I don't know if it's a pound, but that's, you know, an absolute score to get helmets at that price. Look at this. There's a old man Luke right here. I think this has gotten to be a little bit of a pricey fig, but it definitely has the cape, which is not easy to find. That is not a normal shaped cape, if I remember right. And it's spongy dark tan, so not easy to find. Hey, a cloud car pilot. Let's go. That's fun. I don't think it's like insanely valuable, but very fun for sure. I sell these enough that I'm not even sure if I have one of these on my wall. But man, we're off to a good start. Holy cow. There's some Hoth troopers. There's part of a Shadow trooper. You are not Star Wars, but you are fun. Too bad your mask is missing, but that is Endgame War Machine right there. Nice. Let's see. We've got dark brown Chewie. We've got Mando. We've got Ahsoka. The hairpiece for Ahsoka. We've got some Astromech stuff. There is... I think that's a mix of Han Solo. Oh, the torso is just disastrous. And Luke head, but even the Luke head's not in great shape. So we're going to just hopefully salvage the arms, salvage the legs, and be done with that. There's another, or I should say, pilot helmet. Some of those are pretty good, but I cannot keep track of which ones they are. For whatever reason, I've memorized that X164 is the Bricklink number. I don't know why I've memorized that, but maybe I've just looked too many of them up. Here's a Leia right here with the buttons. Nice. We've got a Mace. Whoa, there's another one. Is that the same one? That might be the same one. Nice. All right. There is, I was going to say Lando. That is Mace Windu right there. Look at that. Nice. That's a good piece right there, I believe. There is a clone mixed with a Sand Trooper. We've got a clone head that may have a little misprint or missing print on his lip there. We've got a Mando. Nice. That looks really weird. That's because it is not real. Something didn't feel right from the very beginning on our friend 3PO. Let's see. We've got the TIE pilot with that hose piece. That's fun. Onaconda Far, I believe, is what that one is. He's looking good. Hey, look at this from Clone Wars. And of course, his name's going to escape me. Oh my God. Wow, he's in ridiculously good shape. Holy cow. Whoa, I think this is a pretty expensive fig, is it not? Oh no, I'm going to forget his name though. Let's go. You don't find this one very often. So to find him, ew, what is that thing? A bug? Ew, 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 ew. What is that? I think it's a, ew, ew, get that, ew, gross. What is his name? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Parts of a super battle droid here. Hey, there's another expensive helmet. That's a Kashyyyk P2 helmet. Nice. I think that's Indiana Jones, Prince of Persia, and is that an Indiana Jones head? I think so, but definitely not. Maybe Han Solo. I mean, I guess it's the same actor, right? Hey, look at this. Oh, where's your cape, buddy? That's too bad. Magna Guard, no cape to be found, which I think is the most expensive part of it. But that's not a cheap fig either. Man, we are destroying this haul. What in the world? I think people were sleeping. $263 for this? How did I get this? Hey, look at this. Oh, wrong head, but a good head. So there's another, $4 clone helmet. That is Ayla Secura's head. Glad to find that. And the rest of this, it's funny because I get so little Star Wars in these days because it's so expensive that the names of the sort of, exterior characters start to slip my mind. But both of those pretty good right there. I think that Ayla Secura head's like $10. And look at that. There is Ayla Secura's headpiece too. Whoa. I know that doesn't go like that, but it looks pretty good. There is yeah, that one's kind of beat up too. Too bad. Some decent parts, I guess, maybe to be salvaged, but some beat up stuff that I don't want to sell. If you guys are interested in any of this stuff you see here, we sell on Bricklink and we sell on Whatnot. eBay, I don't know. I haven't decided whether or not I want to go eBay yet or not. Is that a good helmet? I don't know. I can't keep them all straight, but it might be. I'm not sure. We'll have to look later. There's a full clone, that $10. Let's see if there's a good head under there. No, not even a clone head. Too bad. There's that dark orange pilot. There's a White Robes Ray. We have got, I don't know, I don't think it's a Shadow Trooper. It's a TIE pilot or something. With a head hiding in there. We'll have to see what it is later. There's a Kenobi. There's an Anakin and another pilot. Let's see, more First Order stuff. And there's another Rey. Is that one of the good Reys? I'm not sure. Look at that. That is not Star Wars, although I do believe that's a Leia head. That is Prince of Persia, Tamina or something like that. But I think Tamina and Leia share that head. That doesn't look right. I don't think that's right. Blaster arm, black super battle droid, I think is just screaming fake. I'm quite sure they never made a black one. So that'll go into the garbage. There's an R2. Hey, look at this. That looks like that's in great shape. That is a Kylo Ren right there with some really good parts to make knights if you are not a Star Wars fan. Let's see. There is a mix. Those legs are beat. So this is most of a Dark Trooper, which is fun, but the legs are not correct and they're beat, so it doesn't matter. Hey, look at that. That's from the Solo movie. That's Chewie right there from the Solo movie. There's Hu Yang, I think, from the Ahsoka show. There's another clone. That's the clone pilot. Ooh, that's a nice one right there, too. Man, I don't know. Everybody must have been sleeping. I have no idea how I got this haul. People must have been sleeping. That's crazy. There's a clone helmet. Here's a stack of heads. $2, and then, $1 each kind of thing. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I don't have much of the new Star Wars stuff because I don't buy the sets. But that is, what is it? Young Yoda or something? I don't even know what he would be called. But certainly not one that I have had before. What the heck? Why is that tan in there? Was that paint? Did this get painted? I don't think this is a white droid. I think that's painted. Whoa, somebody desperately wanted to make a Grievous or something. There's a Han Solo. There's more clone parts. The clone parts, I tell you what, they add up quick. There's a 3PO, more clone stuff. That head looks weird. That's because it is weird. Yep, could tell right away. All right, let's see. What else do we got? We've got, whoa, the old school yellow Kenobi right there. Another R2. Here's yet another Leia. Jeez, those are piling up. We've got a Jawa over here. The mask for Rey. Mandalorian helmet. Ooh, look at that. Is that Ahsoka's astromech? Whoa, if it is, that's a very, very expensive piece. I think that's Ahsoka's astromech. Oh, my word. There is, from Rogue One, the blind guy. I need to watch Rogue One again. I have not watched it in a while, and the names are slipping my mind. But anyway, that's a fun fig right there. Some Hoth. There is some more clone stuff. There is a Scout. There's a 212th helmet. Nice. All these, that is very fake. This one, yikes. Ooh, is that really expensive? I forgot the name of it, but he's got like a white collar that's cloth. Ooh, if that's what that is, then I think that's a good fig. That looks like some Indiana Jones stuff right there. No way. There's the dark bluish gray comma. Maybe this is newer. Maybe it's not what I thought it was. It's real. But nevertheless, 2/12 with the dark bluish gray comma. That's sweet. Let's see, the Kaminoan or whatever it's called. There's an Ahsoka. There is Luke from the back to tank. Jeez. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know. Was this maybe this was just like a buy it now. I just got lucky and got it cheap or something. There's no way this went for auction at $263 because this is a score. Look at that. Greyhead Palpatine, more clone helmets. Oh my word. Look at this. There's the pilot torso. That's not cheap either. Hey, a Wampa. Too bad his horns are missing, but the horns are always missing, like literally always. So they're impossible to find. Let's see, what else do we got? There is more clone stuff. The printed clone legs, not cheap. I don't know. Is that Han? No, Han would have brown eyebrows. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know. There's a Royal Guard. There's Celebration Luke. There's more Hoth, whoa. There's Luke because Han because he did not survive Carbonite. 3PO, Stormtrooper. Look at that. That dark orange hair for Yellow Kenobi, I believe, right? Let's see. Oh, we had his other leg. That is Sebulba. Nice, a full Sebulba. That's awesome. There's a Chewie. Jeez, oh Pete's, this just keeps coming. That is the nougat hair for the expensive, I think episode 2 Anakin, right? More X-164 helmets. Let's see, what else do we got? Anything else to wrap this thing up? This has just been a fantastic haul right here. Let's see, there's a Clone Gunner. There is not a Star Wars fig. There's a Vader helmet. There's another clone. Hey, that's the expensive no pupils Han Solo head. That's not an easy one to find. I don't think that's overly valuable. We've got a Scout. We got yet another $4 helmet. No. Tell me you're real. I can't tell. Oh my gosh. It looks like it's real. Are you kidding? I think that's real. That... No way. Oh man, that's a score right there. That is, if it's real, I'm gonna have to look a little closer. I think I can see Lego in there. That's a Rex head. Whoa, that's an expensive piece right there. That is not real. Let's see, that is Uncar's Thug, I think. We had a Poe Dameron, maybe one more clone thing, and a Chewie. Holy schmolies, guys. Oh my gosh. That was a score and a half. $263 for all that Star Wars stuff. That is how we do it. They're not all winners, but this one was a winner. What's this? Oh, that's a Boba Fett, I don't know. Maybe that's got some value. I don't know. Wowzers. So we got some work to do to get that thing up on Bricklink, whatnot, eBay, whatever. But check all the links to go shopping or support our channel. Thanks for being here, guys. Hopefully the next one will be a winner too. We'll see ya.